Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome again to another painting tutorial. Today I chose to paint some fish. Uh, what I did last time was koi fish, and I decided to paint another fish painting. And this time I'll be doing two fishes in one frame, meaning we'll be doing two fishes in one painting. So here are the colors that I'll be using for today's painting tutorial. I'll just mention it, and the colors that I'll be mentioning will be listed in the in the description box anyway. So we have titanium white, primary blue, red, lemon yellow, and black. I might use some burnt sienna later, but I'll just combine my colors to achieve that browny color. So let's begin now. I'm using a square canvas paper, so get yourself some square material to paint on, be it a canvas, board canvas, a stretch canvas, or just a paper. As long as it's square, if you really want to have the same proportion as mine. So let's begin now. I'm gonna do the background first, and since we're doing fishes today, the background color will be the colors of the water, which is basically bluish, grayish color. So let's begin now. I'm gonna use a fairly big brush for this one so that I get the surface covered quite faster. So for the background, I'll be using my white, okay, and blue. All right, and a little bit of black. You know what? I actually turned on my fan, so I'm gonna turn it off because it might affect the sound quality of the video. Let me just turn it off. All right, I'm back. So as I was saying, I'll be backgrounding first my canvas paper with some bluey color, mixing white and blue. All right, and then I'll be using more blue on the left side. This will be more blue because we'll be adding some light play later, just to give the painting or the subjects more dimension. Because if we're just painting it with the same color, all sides and all corners will look flat, and we don't want that. At least I don't want that for my paintings. If you want it for your paintings, you can go ahead and just do whatever it is that you want. All right. Again, I'll be adding just a little bit of white just to suggest where the light is coming from, and that is the right side. All right. All right. Okay, I'm getting some gray. Let's do some gray color. So I'll be mixing my white with some black. Okay, and I'm not really washing my brush because I want some blueness to be present, but I want some gray color to make the water appear more blurry and really water-like, because waters are not super clear unless you're in a very special place where the water is known for being super clear. But just to give it more effect. Okay. All right, just like that, just like the way I want it. All right, for this area, I'll be using a little more greeny type of color. So I'll be adding yellow to make it green, like this, but more blue, okay, and white. So it's like turquoise color. And don't forget the brown, the black, to make it tone down, or to tone it down. You can even use red if you really want to tone it down, but don't use too much. Just use a tiny amount just to tone down the color. Okay. And then I'll be adding a little bit of black. Right here. Remember, the left side is quite dark because of the absence of light. Not the absence, but the light is not really reaching that part. Okay, and I'll be getting my white. Okay, I'm not really washing my brush. I'm trying to create some blending. So I'm just gonna blend a bit. Okay, that's too much yellow. Try to blend a bit and soften, soften the brush lines. I'm gonna darken some areas now. Right. Some areas will be dark because this is you can say that it's the ocean floor or maybe an aquarium floor. Okay. Again, try to soften it. Don't make some hard brush strokes or brush lines. Try to soften it as much as possible. Okay. Let me check. Okay. I'm just gonna do a little bit of blending. So I'm just using a clean brush just to remove any hard lines that I'm seeing. I don't want that. And also to soften the lines. I know that this is the background, but I think for this painting, the background plays a huge part in determining the setting, or in giving the setting of the painting. Because if you want to have a different background, let's say trees and all that, it doesn't make sense when the subject are fishes, right? You know what I'm talking about. It's not really a hard thing to understand. When it's, yeah, I really like this one. It looks a little blurry, right? See, my hands are clear, but the background seems a little blurry, which I like because the main focus of the subject will be the fishes. So I'm gonna sketch now the fishes. I think this is good enough for me to paint on or to layer something. So for the sketch, I'll be using a more pointy brush because we'll be doing two fishes. So expect that we will only be covering a certain portion of the canvas paper. We will not be covering the whole thing. That's why the background plays a huge part here, because we will not be consuming all the space that you see here in this square canvas paper. So for this sketch, I'll be using, yes, I'm gonna use white. I'm just gonna use white so that you can see it against the color blue. So I'm gonna start sketching it. If I commit a mistake in sketching it, I'll just correct it because I'm not really scared of having my work corrected. Right, looks like a banana. So this will be the tail. Right, and there will be some fins going on. Okay, and some back fins. All right, that's the first fish. All right, so I'm gonna do the second fish right here. They're like overlapping fishes. I hope I don't make my fish super fat or super big. I hope. Okay. All right. Perfect. Okay, and then some fins. Definitely, this is not the color that we're trying to. I'm just sketching, okay? So it will be painted with lots of orangey and yellowy colors. So these are the two fishes. And now let me do some coloring. Let us start doing the coloring. So I'm gonna start with red. Let's start with the dark color. So I'm gonna get my red. Okay, I'll be mixing it with black so that it's super dark red. And I'm gonna start right now. So when I do the coloring, I'll be painting over the sketch lines because I really don't like retaining, or we don't want retaining the sketch lines for this painting. Okay, just like that. I'll be using some black right here. Ooh, it's mixing. Alright, just like that. Okay, and while we're at it already, I'm just gonna, okay, that's too dark red, but anyway. Again, try to remove already the sketch lines. Are we filming? Yes, we are. Okay. Now I'm gonna get my yellow because I want this to be a little more orangey. Okay, I'm gonna get my yellow. And I'm gonna mix it with the red while I'm at it, while the paint's still wet. Or you can simply get your orange and paint it, but the thing is, when I do this type of technique, I retain some of the red colors and I just make some areas orange as I want it. So you're more in control of what to apply orange or where to apply orange. Okay, just like that. I'll be adding a little bit of orangey color, just a little bit. We'll be painting over this area later. Right. I'll be using another brush. Okay, and I'll be getting my yellow plus white to give it dimension, so try to blend as well. Again, remove the sketch lines. Okay. And then this area will be more yellow. And right here, I'm just gonna blend it with the red. Okay, just like that. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna color the rest of the body with some gray color. So I'm gonna wash my brush out. I'm gonna mix my white plus black to get some gray color. It doesn't matter if you see some red and yellow, it doesn't matter because, you know, for natural paintings, the presence of colors or other colors, or there is no pure anything. Like, there's no pure green, pure white, pure blue. Always there is a hint of some other color. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, I'll be using my gray to paint over the rest of the body. So this will be the underpainting for this fish's body. The gray color. Don't forget to already remove the sketch lines as you go. You don't want that anymore. It's just a guide of where things are gonna go, but it should not be there for the final look. Alright, I just did some little adjustment. Okay, it's gray. Good. Okay, we'll be using the same color, the same gray color. I think I'll be adding a little more black and yellow. Okay, I'll be using this for the fin. Oh, no, for the tail. Right, just like that. Also for the fin. Right, just like that. Okay, same gray color for the body of the other fish. I'm gonna make some, all right, just like that. That space is for the eye. All right, just like that. Okay. Also right here on the tail. All right, I'm gonna change my brush. I'm gonna get a little bit of yellow and red to create some orangey colors going on the second fish. Just like that. Okay. Some yellow colors. I'm using extra water to make this look more natural markings. Okay, just like that. Some yellow. Okay, and a little bit of red. Just like that. A little bit of red markings. Notice how I'm doing the markings. It's just like scrubbing it. Also, right here. Okay, and then I'm gonna apply the gills. Okay, and here, I'm just gonna darken this area. Okay. For the eyes. Right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Also, right here. Just like that. Now I'm gonna get some yellow. I'm just gonna apply it right here. And on the tummy, I'm gonna get some orange. Just like that. Okay, some dark markings. Now I'm gonna get my pure white. Using pure white, I'm gonna highlight some parts of the fish. Just like that. Okay. Some parts. Okay. And I'm gonna make some suggestion of like scales. You don't have to be too precise when it comes to this part because it's underwater, So a lot of things, we see underwater are the distorted version of itself. I mean, of themselves. Eyes. Okay. Using white still. Oops, there is some presence of yellow. I think I accidentally scrub on some yellow. I told you that the fishes will be overlapping each other. I mean, are overlapping. So one fish is blocking the way or blocking the view, okay, but not too much. Right. Okay, using some white again. Okay, and then yellow. Some yellow markings here and there. Okay, we really need to use pure orange this time. So I'm gonna get my orange. Just going in between the reds and the yellows. Right, just like that. And then I'm gonna use a bigger brush. I'm just gonna glaze some areas with some black color because, as I told you, some areas of this painting will be darker than the other areas. So I'm gonna wait. All right, I think this is good. I'm gonna apply some watered down black. Okay. And I'm just gonna apply some black colors. I know that it doesn't make sense, right? I'll just paint it black. I know, but it will make sense later. Let's darken the foreground. Okay, I'm gonna add a little more detail so that the fish really pops out. Let's add some dark colors. Right here. And then we will do some highlighting later. For now, let's just allow the background to be the background, meaning it should be not super bright. When I did the background earlier, I thought the background was already blurry enough, but now I realize that it needs more darkening. That's why I'm doing this. All right, good. Now let's go back to the fishes so that we highlight it. We highlight them. So let's go back to the fishes. I'll be using more pointy brushes so that I can really get into the tiny details. So first I'm gonna get my white. So let's just re-highlight those areas that we already highlighted earlier. Okay, good. So I'm just highlighting it. I'm applying bright yellow just along the face of this fish. Also right here. So let's add some gray colors. So I'm just making some markings just to give it some dimension. Right. Gonna get some dark red. Let's just re-outline this. just to make it pop out. Okay, just outline it very subtly. You don't want to draw too harsh line. I mean too much harsh lines. Let me check. It's making sense. I'm gonna do a lot more detailing. I'm still not satisfied. I'm gonna get my white. Pure white. And some bright yellows right here on the face of this fish. And some just yellow. It's all about blending. Make some orangey colors. Just like that. Gonna get some black. And then some blue, just to make the tail more transparent looking, as if we're looking at the waters just behind the fish. Also on the fins. And we want to make sure that it has some using black. Don't forget to outline as well this part. Let's add some fin. Okay, I'm just adding some black markings. We will be glazing it over anyway. Just make sure that it's there. Okay. Tap. Some dark colors just around the eyes. All right, just like that. Okay, I'm gonna wait for this to dry. I'm gonna go back to the fish and I'm gonna do some more highlighting. But let's go back to the waters because I really want to suggest some blurriness in the waters. So I'm gonna get my white, okay, and my black. Okay, I'm gonna remove the excess water and just create some blurriness, if that's a word, right here. So it's like, call it suggestion of movement right here. All right, let's go back to the fish. I think, okay. I'm using some orange and applying that color on this fish. And also here, some hints of orange. Okay, then let's go back to some black. Just gonna darken this area. Some more yellow. Pure white. All right, just like that. And I want to make a little adjustment. So a little more orange. Adding a little bit of yellow here and there. And then pure white. Let me check. Okay. So I think I'm gonna make some adjustment on the eye. It looks a little weird, you know? So I'm gonna get my red. And I'm gonna make the eye, like, I'm gonna adjust it. It's a little weird. Okay. And then some white. All right, good. Okay. All right, let me check. Okay, this is much better. We'll be adding some more fins, but not too detailed because it's already in the water. I'm gonna get some black and I'm gonna glaze this area with some dark colors again. Okay, just like that. Right, and yeah, you can hear some street noise again. Yeah, I can definitely hear that. Okay, and then in order to separate the tail from the fish, I'm gonna get some black and I'm just gonna subtly re-outline the fin. That's just like that. Okay, and I'm gonna darken the eye shape. Some reds. Just like that. And then some orange. Okay. And some white. I know we're doing a lot of highlighting. And actually, I lost already uh, track of time. I don't know how long have we been doing this. All right. I like it better. Mm-hmm. So I'm just analyzing where to edit more. Mm-hmm. Okay. And some dark colors right here. Okay. I'm just retouching the background. Okay. Right. Adding hints of yellow again. Okay, getting better. It took us a while, but it's better than just do it um, without really doing the details. Okay, just like that. Right. These are small details, but I kind of like that we put it there. So I think we're done. Wow, it took us 1 hour and almost 20 minutes. So I think this is already good. And yeah, maybe I'm just gonna make some more definition of the tail. So you need more black. So I'm just gonna redefine the black. Okay, not too much. We don't want to make some over definition. Alright, just like that. Alright. A little more orange. Okay. Yeah, I think this is already done, guys. So I'm gonna sign this now because it's just the way I want it. Maybe, you know, if you obsess a little bit more, just like me, you can add more details. Just like what I'm doing, I'm just making some more highlights right here. Right. Alright, I think I'm gonna sign this now because I'm starting to obsess. Or wait, wait guys. Good. I'm gonna sign this now, and for the signature, I'm just gonna use my red since I do have a lot of red. So I'm gonna sign right here. And we're done. Yay! I hope you enjoyed this one. It's quite long. I mean, it's longer compared to my other videos because I think I was stressing so much about the details. But I think sometimes it's good to practice detailing because it enhances our appreciation of reality. That's my opinion, and that's what I follow, that's what I believe in. So I hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you paint along with me, even though it's quite what they call this, it's quite difficult. I must say it's not really for beginners because I use a lot of techniques, but I still hope that you learned something from this video, and I hope, you know, just by watching this video you relax yourself, even if I'm kind of stressing out already. So thank you, and see you in my next video. Bye guys. Love you.